Hey everybody, this is Brent in Central Arkansas. This video is about how I'm reviewing figs and my thoughts on them and that sort of thing. And I'm doing it because I've gotten a few comments about, the difficulty in saying what type of fig is, what berry or sugar or those sorts of things and how people review them. And it's all subjective, I know that. But I want to tell you that before I started getting these trees from cuttings primarily and growing them and those sort of things, I really became fascinated with figs, especially because they're fantastic taste. And then it just became like this thing. I don't know how to describe it, but I did a lot of research before every single fig cutting or little tree that I bought. I did a lot of research into it, primarily, or some of them are just quite unusual, or some of them are given to me to test or trial. But I think the majority of figs that I've tasted are really, really good. One, because of the work I did ahead of time before I bought one, and two, I just think figs are phenomenal. I haven't run into maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 total figs that I would never recommend or like at all, distaste. And when I did that, I don't produce the video because I'm not sure I could represent the quality of that particular variety, and there was nothing to it. I didn't see any value in doing it, so I just basically killed off the tree, or in some cases I grafted to it. So when I describe the figs, I try to identify the sweetness level or the type of sweetness, whether it's honey or sugar or agave or something unusual like that. And I try to put a berry component of what you can kind of expect from it. If you're going to get a particular fig that I'm talking about. And I also give the texture of the skin, the overall kind of rating of it, either by a direct rating or just saying top tier or something like that. I do all that so that you get an idea of what to expect from the fig, but it's still 100% subjective, and I'm not the type of person that, well, first off, I haven't been around figs a whole lot, a couple years now, but I'm not the type of person that's going to trash a fig, because to me, each fig is unique. And there's similarities between certain types, but each fig has its own taste qualities that are pretty dang great, actually. I haven't found too many bad figs, but I'm not the type of person that's going to pretend like I know everything about figs and say, it's a good fig, but I'm not that type of person. I'm going to be like, that's a really tasty fig. And I'm not going to compare it probably to another fig. I don't think you'll hear me comparing figs. Sometimes I'll compare like an Adriatic to another Adriatic. So I might compare a Adriatic JH to a white Madeira, and maybe I'll say which one's my favorite for that, because they were, I taste them regularly. But I'm not going to ever pretend to be a fig expert, and I'm not going to, I don't think I'll ever be in anybody's mind, any kind of expert, a connoisseur. I just taste them and I really like them, and I like all the different flavors, and there's some that I go to more than others, but I don't mind any of them. I like the honey figs, I like the sugar figs, I like the berry figs, I like the honeyberry, and I like the sugar berries, and I like every one of them, the different flavors. So if you ever wonder why I don't criticize the figs, it's because I really can't. I like them. And so if I don't particularly like them, and if it's bad, I probably won't even have a video up. Now there are some figs that, you know, I'm like, this is a good fig, but it's not top quality or something like that. And that's kind of an indicator of something that's not my preference, but I still like it. So, that's pretty much it. I try to give a truthful assessment, and I try not to, right before I give a review, I try not to go in and see what other people think about it, so I can tell you when I taste it, unless I remember some review from a long time ago, which sometimes I do with high quality figs, because that really piques my interest. But otherwise, you know, I don't know what they taste like really when I come on camera and express it to you. So that's it. Some people are asking about it. I thought I would just comment on it, and I really like figs. Before figs, they're just fantastic. They're real easy to get started on, and they fruit a lot, and they taste so amazing. And I'm surprised more things aren't done with them. I imagine it's because they're highly perishable compared to other fruits, but they're just fantastic. Before figs, my favorite was pear. After pear is peaches, and then I really like apples, and I love oranges and grapes and blueberries, and I have blackberries, and I have a lot of these fruits. I'm a fruit guy. So, but figs are definitely at the top now, and that's because I got a lot of them in one small area, and they're so different in flavor. Like an apple, more or less tastes like an apple. You get some that are sweeter and sharper and all that, but the variance in fruit you don't get like you do with figs. So I really like figs, and that's my kind of overview on why I say what I say and do what I do when it comes to the fig tastings and to answer for you. Let's Brent, you guys.